On the ill-fated continent of Ardra appeared their strongest, most horrible foe, who spurred not, but repeated destruction and slaughter. The Ashen King. His true identity was that of the first prince of Leonis, rumored to have been slain for betraying his homeland. Mont.
These accursed lands of Ardra. It is time they felt the endless power of the core crystals. And then...
What's happening?
all hatred and all despair shall be consigned to crystal and shattered!
Ashen King Mont's goal was to pour the immense magical energy he had taken from the core crystals into the veins of the earth and usher a crystallization that would bring the world to its end. He would then move on to the worlds beyond where Ardra existed, destroying them all and creating an ideal age of rebirth from their ashes. It was thus that he dubbed himself the Ashen King, which he proudly proclaimed before Lucio.
She was right. You're not him. You couldn't possibly be Mont. You are not my dear, irreplaceable friend. I wish you luck, not as a warrior of the crystals, but as your friend. Now, I must take my leave as well. My own mission calls.
Farewell, my friend. May we meet again.
So, stop laughing, Ashen King!
What?
Stop laughing while wearing the face of my friend! You have no right!
Shaking off the memories of the Mont he shared deep friendship with in a different place and time, he valiantly challenges the Ashen King, so that he might fulfill his duty as a warrior of the crystals. However,
Lucio! 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 What do you think you're doing? Answer me! If this is a joke, it is not amusing in the slightest. Open your eyes. That's an order! Do you hear me? Lucio! 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 Please, open your eyes! Lucio!
the intense battle in which he risked his life proved to be in vain, and Ashen King was able to slip away. Lucio collapsed, having spent every ounce of strength within him. Jeume's cries resound through the empty sky. All while the continent of Ardra fell deeper into its destructing, having reached a point where there was naught that could prevent the inevitable.
Lucio! Lucio! Wake up!
This is bad. His magic is fading from his body. At this rate, he'll...
I won't let it come to that. He can still make it if I transfuse my magic to him.
Stop, you fool! If you do that now, you'll just be sealing both of your fates!
Velis! Then what can we do?
We'll think of something. Is everyone else okay?
Dario is barely clinging to life as well, and is most certainly not okay.
Please, just leave me. This would have happened regardless.
What are you saying? Please, you must retain your presence of mind.
It is all right. Hurry. You all must find somewhere safe.
Lord Dario! Lord Dario!
Somewhere safe, he says. Nowhere in Ardra is safe anymore. Then our only choice is to flee to somewhere that isn't Ardra, right?
Do you mean to another world?
Do we have any other options? If so, out with it, and quickly!
Well, I was thinking more of what would become of Lord Dario and Shadowlings, not us.
Duh, we'll take them with us! I mean, what else would we do? Jeez. Wait a minute, Raph. You know that's a rule we can't break, no matter what!
We have already interfered with another world's history far beyond the scope of what is usually permissible. Why, to add harboring humans within the far plane on top of that.
Ugh! Quit your whining, all of you! If it's not usually permissible, then this crazy situation should be a fine enough excuse. Better than leaving them here to die anyway. We're going! Right now! Right this second!
Raffi?
Save the lecture for later! Get moving, Perrene! Okay, hold on tight. I know you must be uneasy about this, but it'll be all right. I'll make sure of it. For both of you.
We are in your debt.
Oopsie, gotta make sure this is closed, huh? That was a close one.
I'm sorry that I couldn't save you all. I'm so sorry.
It's Lucio and Velis! Why, it's all the warriors of the crystals, Kappa! Has something happened, Kappa?
I'll fill everyone in on the details later. Sorry, but we need Eureka in here as soon as possible.
Eureka! Eureka! I think this is an emergency, Kappa! Lord Velis! Wait, what happened? Lord Lucio! Lord Lucio! No, this isn't happening! Please, hang in there, Lord Lucio!
Sorry for the fuss, Eureka, but could we, stay here for a little? Everyone's been through a lot.
Of course you can! You know you don't even need to ask! Let's get to work on everyone's wounds right away! Moogles! Bring some curatives, and prepare a warm room for them! The main hall should do, Kappa! I'll bring the potions and set up some beds, Kappa! It looks like there are a couple of humans here too, Kappa! We can't forget to prepare a meal for them, Kappa! I'll help too! Stay put here, everyone! We'll have everything ready shortly!
To seek refuge here was most insightful.
I feel bad for imposing on Eureka like this, but we'll be safe as long as we're here.
There are a lot of resources from all kinds of different worlds here, too. It's the perfect place to lay low.
Sorry for the wait. This way, everyone! This is our first time meeting, isn't it? I take it you must be Lady Jeume, the one that was almost eaten by a shark.
I take it Lucio shared such a dull story. But forget about that. How is he?
Oh, don't worry about him. He's asleep upon my special-made, full-power pillow, Mr. Magical Recovery.
What exactly is this Mr. Magical Recovery?
Allow me to explain. It's a pillow-style medical apparatus that temporarily connects the magic used to maintain this castle through a bypass circuit. The apparatus intuitively reshapes itself to match whatever is placed on it, in this case, Lord Lucio's body, to allow for the most efficient recovery of one's magic. It's an extraordinary device, made ergonomically to run along the edges of the neck and shoulders without putting any strain on them.
And this will save Lucio?
Yes! But it's kind of designed only to help circumvent emergencies, meaning it can't be used as a constant, ongoing resource.
I understand. My thanks.
You are most welcome. Lord Lucio has helped me out a bunch, so it's the least I can do. And everyone else should be able to recover with the magic stored within the castle, so please, just rest for now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I had better check on Lord Dario and the others.
She's such a good kid. I can see why Velas dotes on her, even if he takes it a little overboard sometimes.
While her aid is notable, if you had not made the decision when you did, it is very likely that neither Lucio, Dario, nor Shadowlynx would have made it. For that, I am grateful.
I owe you an apology too. You were right. That wasn't the time to be so hung up on the rules. I'm sure Renan feels the same way. Sorry, Raph.
No need for thanks or apologies, seriously. But I suppose you goody-goodies wouldn't have been able to make that call, huh? Besides, I'm used to getting an earful from the Will of Light after doing stuff like this, so I guess that's just how it's gotta be.
Oh, this is just one of your things.
You shush! If you have time to be funny, then why don't you spend it getting some rest instead? Because that's what I'm going to do, and you'd better not wake me up.
Yeah, good night. You should sleep too, Jeume. You really do look beat.
So do you. But yes, I am very tired.
Huh? I know I said to rest, but here? Who does that?
She couldn't help it, huh? All right, let's get her to bed. You grab her legs, Raph.
Fine. But you both owe me, big time.
So this is the far plane. To think such a place actually exists.
Lord Dario, are you sure you should be moving around?
Lynx, sorry to have worried you. I'm all right, at least for the time being.
If so, that is all well and good, but you should get as much rest as you can.
I would like to, but alas, just look at this mountain of tomes. Just how many could there possibly be, I wonder? I had read about this before. A castle in another world, where all kinds of writings from all time periods and places are gathered. I never dared to hope that I would one day see it with my own eyes.
I see. My apologies. I am too unlearned to appreciate such things.
So we've been thinking the same thing. As an academic, I can barely contain myself. Far too much temptation for me here, I'm afraid.
I could not agree more, though it does make me feel incorrigible in light of our current circumstances.
Oh, so this is where you've been. Do you both like books too?
I do. So much that if I could move my bedding in here and have meals delivered to me while I read to my heart's content, I most certainly would. I have heard that you came here from another world. But are these tomes yours, Lady Eureka?
Please, just call me Eureka. I collected some of these books, yes, but a lot of them were amassed thanks to the Mughals. Lord Velis gave me a lot of them as well. He always brings so many for me whenever he drops by.
I must say, I find myself rather envious.
Please, feel free to read as much as you'd like while you're here, Lord Dario. Oh, but do note, you can't take any of the books outside of the castle walls. Oh, and on that topic, you mustn't tell anyone about this place either.
It is as the young lady says, Lynx. We are not to speak a word of this place to any other. Understood?
Yes, Your Highness.
Shadow Lynx is a shinobi, and no one is more apt for keeping secrets than they are. Please, rest assured in that regard. As for myself, you have no need to worry, for I am not much longer for this life.
Oh, that's... I'm not sure what to say.
This matter is not something to be phrased in such a way. No wonder Eureka's having trouble responding.
That was unfair of me. Please, forget I said anything. At any rate, we will keep your secret safe. Neither of us shall tell a single soul.
I trust you, because no one who loves books could possibly be bad.
I'm glad to hear you say so. It seems we are kindred spirits, Lady Eureka. I mean, Eureka.
Let me reiterate. Feel free to read to your heart's content while you're here. There are even more books in the other rooms.
Including those on history as well?
But of course! We have books of every genre you can imagine. Or at least that should be the case.
Why is it that you suddenly don't seem entirely sure of yourself?
In truth, there are just too many books here for the Mughals and myself to keep track of. Though, I have been thinking that we really need to properly organize them all, one of these days.
While you consider the logistics of such an endeavor, the new books you want to read just keep piling up. Is that not so?
Yeah, exactly that. Wow, it's so nice to know there are people out there who understand my hardships.
Good gracious. It would seem we really are three of a kind.
You too, Lord Astrius? Oh, I'm so happy! Oh, right. If it's history books you're looking for, they'll be in the next room.
On second thought, I will refrain for now. Our current situation does not lend itself to enjoying a good read at one's leisure.
I suppose that's true. Sorry about that. I shouldn't be getting excited at a time like this.
Eureka, there you are, Kupo! Can you come with me, Kupo?
Did something happen? You seem quite flustered.
Well, we're in a bit of a pickle, Kupo.
Do not mind us. Please speak freely. Or if it is something you would rather we did not hear, we will happily excuse ourselves.
No, nothing like that, Kupo. If anything, it might be better if you did hear this, Kupo.
In any case, tell us what's happened.
So you know how the magic of this castle is being shared between all the warriors of the crystals right now, Kupo? Because of that, there isn't enough magic to go to the war down the Reliquaries, and that's left them unstable, Kupo.
What?
Everyone was in worse shape than we imagined, Kupo. We didn't think they'd need so much magic, Kupo.
Reliquaries, you say? Is there more to this castle than what we see?
To put it shortly, there's a place in the castle called the legendary Reliquaries, where certain precious things are sealed.
These reliquaries being unstable will result in what, exactly?
Simply put, monsters will show up, Kupo. Or should I say, they're already here, Kupo! You should have said that sooner! Oh, what should we do? Leave them to Lord Velis and the others?
No. If someone must deal with them, then allow me.
Lord Dario, you mustn't. It's too dangerous.
You heard the Moogle links. The warriors of the crystals are more depleted than any of us had imagined. As such, it would be best if I handled this. After all, I made no contribution to our previous battle.
Do not think I would allow you to go alone. Having heard all that was just said, I will be joining you.
You should rest, Lord Astrius. You have faced the Ashen King already, and we will surely need to rely on that strength again in times to come. My apologies, Lynx, but could you accompany me?
I will fight by your side, come hell or high water, should you command it.
Thank you. Come now, no need to fret. I'm not yet so weak as to be bested by rampant monsters. Now then, would you take us where we need to go, Eureka?
I do apologize for this, Lord Dario. I'm sure you went through just as much as the others to get here.
It is all right. I must return the favor of your generous hospitality after all. Moreover, I would rather have something to do than to be left alone with my thoughts for now.
Lord Dario.
It looks like there are no more monsters. It is good to know this frail body can still be of...
Lord Dario!
Are you alright?
Yes, no cause for concern. It was just a little cough.
Oh, okay then. Please, try not to overdo it.
I appreciate your concern, but as we spoke of earlier, my life is nearing its end. I suppose you could call it limitless magic that flows forth from within me seems to be eating away at my body.
You mustn't give up. There must be some kind of cure out there. There has to be. I know all kinds of books from all time periods and places are kept here, yes? Have you nothing regarding the medicinal arts? A book containing something that could treat Lord Dario's illness at its source, perhaps.
Please stop, Lynx. This is not what one could call an illness.
True. I don't believe Lord Dario's symptoms could somehow be treated medically.
I see.
But if you're seeking a way to prolong his life...
Does such a thing exist? A way to save Lord Dario that isn't medicinal, I mean?
Well, let's see. One way is to house a crystal within his body.
A crystal within my body?
I've read about such a thing before. A person who gained the powers of a crystal by transplanting one within themselves. I was thinking that maybe a crystal could help Lord Dario cope with his vast magical energy.
And if we do that, Lord Dario needn't perish. Are you certain?
No, I'm not. It's not like I've actually seen it for myself. And even if it is possible, I can't possibly imagine it would be so easy. Housing a crystal within one's body would make them no longer human. They'd become something else entirely.
No longer human. I can tell what would happen after that. Even if I were to abandon my body as I know it, to temporarily prolong my life, as well as gain the ability to wield the magic of a crystal as I see fit. I imagine my body would not be able to withstand the crystal for very long. In the end, I would not be able to avoid my impending demise.
Which means it would serve no real purpose. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you false hope.
You have done nothing to warrant an apology. I know all too well that miracles are few and far between. Even so, I just cannot bear to see Lord Dario's life fade away like this.
Lynx, I appreciate how deeply you care for me.
Please forgive me. To say such a thing in your presence is unseemly.
It is fine, I assure you. Enough about me. Shall we head back? The Mughals were in a panic earlier. We should go and put their minds at ease.
You're right. This is the way back. Please watch your step.
To abandon one's humanity to obtain power.
You get out of my sight! Get lost! And never come back! Ah! What happened to me? Where am I? Have I fallen into another world again?
Well, you're right about it being another world, the far plane to be exact. But you've been here before, Kupo.
Huh?
You've come too, Kupo. What a relief, Kupo.
A Mughal? Does that mean we're in the castle on the far plane where Eureka lives?
Yep, Kupo. The other warriors of the crystal are here too, taking refuge for a time, Kupo. You were by far the most wiped out. We thought you might not make it. So we used this medical apparatus that Eureka made, Kupo.
I see. Wait a second. You just said the others are taking refuge, right? We were in Ardra. But the Ashen King, he sought to submerge the entire continent into the ocean. So what of Ardra now? Please, tell me what you know!
I have no idea about that, Kupo. I was only told to see to your care, Kupo. For now, you should focus on resting your body rather than overworking your mind, Kupo. Why don't you lie back down, Kupo?
My thanks, but there is no need for concern. I'm quite alright now.
Where do you think you're going, Kupo? You've only just come to, Kupo. Be a good boy and stay put, Kupo.
Really, I'm okay. I don't suppose you could just leave me be?
No can do, Kupo. Eureka is counting on me to look after you, Kupo.
Forgive me, but I would like some time to myself, please.
This won't do at all, Kupo. I should tell the others that he's awake, Kupo.
Dario sure is taking his time. I knew I should have gone with him.
What about Dario?
Jeume, nothing. Do not mind me. Instead, may I ask, are you feeling all right now?
You believe me so fragile? I feel well enough after a bit of sleep. That is enough for me. I grew weary of Satia's pushes to have me sleep more, so I fled here.
Fair enough. I'll take your word for it.
I had something I wanted to ask as well. The Mughals appear to be making quite a fuss. Do you have any idea why?
It seems some trouble came up, but Eureka and the others are seeing to it now.
What bad timing, Kupo! Where has Eureka run off to, Kupo?
If you're looking for her, she should be checking in on the legendary Reliquaries. If I recall correctly, she said they were unstable.
Wait, really, Kupo? There's problems everywhere I look, Kupo. I'm throwing in the towel, Kupo.
Everywhere you look? Has some other trouble arisen?
I don't know about trouble, but Lucio is awake, Kupo.
He's what? Is he okay?
He himself said that there's nothing to worry about, Kupo. But still, he just wandered off somewhere on his own, Kupo.
On his own? That Lucio, what does he think he's doing?
Perhaps we should tell the others about this.
No need. I will look for him. Everyone is busy with their recovery. I'd rather not burden them with anything else.
The same could be said about you and the need for recovery, but... Very well. If you intend to search for him, allow me to join you. And save your breath if you are thinking of protesting. For whatever reason, it seems that I am cut from a different cloth than the warriors of the crystals. I've recovered fully already. In truth, I had more time on my hands than I knew what to do with.
Very well then, come with me. Little Moogle, could you let Eureka know what's going on?
Of course, Kupo. I appreciate the help, Kupo.
Yeah! Yeah! Damn it! Stop overthinking it! He is not the Mont I know! He's another person entirely! I was unable to save Ardra! And not only that, I fought with such a shameful, hate-filled heart! I'm not fit to be a warrior of the crystals! Lady Jeume!
What are you doing here, Lucio?
Not exactly training, by the looks of it. At least he is clearly capable of being on his feet again.
You're here too, Astrius? Did the Moogles ask you to find me?
Just so. Though none of us expected you to be acting so foolish after just waking up.
Foolish, you say? That is exactly right. I am a fool. A damned fool! What kind of warrior of the Light Crystal am I? I failed to stop the Ashen King! I failed to save anyone. I failed to overcome my own weakness. I am a fool. Truly. If only I were stronger. If only I tempered my spirit and skills further, then I could have...
I recall saying this before, but you do need to look at things with a broader perspective, Lucio. I am well aware that I'm not one to be lecturing you on such things, but I am more learned than you. Not of myself or the experiences of the Astrius that came before me, but the history of days past.
The history of days past?
Yes. There are those regarded as heroes and mighty kings within the annals of history, that is certain. But not a single one of them was able to make their great achievements alone. In the shadow of their accomplishments, there's always a swell brought forth by nameless others. A process to building their legacies, if you will. That is the essence of history. As such, thinking as if you could possibly save everything and anything single-handedly is nothing short of vanity.
Then what of the Ashen King? He single-handedly destroyed these legacies you say were built. He even went as far as declaring that he would become a god.
You're right. And that is precisely why I cannot allow him to get away with this. The things he is doing and plans to do are not more than a desecration of history. Which is why, Lucio, if you intend to fix everything on your own, then you are no different from the Ashen King.
I'm no different from him?
The Astrius who existed before I was reborn. He took everything upon himself and ultimately failed, did he not? I say this purely from the heart, but do not tread the same path.
What should I have done then? What choice did I have than be stronger? Damn it! Damn it all!
We understand. And there is some truth to what you said. So, I will give you a blade to talk to for as long as it takes you to sort this out. Now, come at me.
Wait a minute, Jeume.
It's fine. If words will not sway him, then there is naught else to do. Do not hold back. I won't be giving you that luxury, so prepare yourself.
That's enough. The match is over, Jeume. Lower your blade.
You truly are strong, Lady Jeume. And yet
I am, yes. According to Velis, it is a natural gift.
A natural gift? You mean that you're not like me? In any way?
Not just me. Velis, Perrene, Renan, Rugia, Satia. And even Raph as well, though it brings me no pleasure saying it. We're all strong. We possess a different strength than you. As does Astrius.
Yes, I know. It's painfully clear at this point. In other words, I will always be a fledgling. Unfit to call myself a warrior of the crystals.
Do not jump to conclusions. Not once did I say you were weak, Lucio. I merely said that everyone possesses a strength that is different from yours. And the same applies to you.
What?
You have a strength that differs from mine and the others. One that is yours alone. There's no place for weaklings within the Warriors of the Crystals. My stance on this hasn't changed. But you are no longer weak, Lucio. And I count on you and your strength.
Lady Jeume.
That's why you should rely on us more too. If the power of different strengths converge, it becomes a new strength entirely. What's so funny?
For the record, that was the Astrius within, not me.
A rather convenient excuse.
Oh, don't be like that. Yet our foe is one who dealt the warriors of the crystals, all just as strong as Jeume describes them to be, a bitter defeat. What are we to do about such a monster of an enemy?
Indeed. We cannot allow our defeat to go unanswered. We'll win this in the end, no matter what. And to see that happen, we need your strength, Lucio. If you're with us, Then stand and lend us that strength.
I will try. Lord Dario and Lady Shadowlings?
Lord Lucio, I am relieved to see you up and about.
Thank you. But more importantly, I see you two were able to take refuge in the castle.
Wrath saved us. Though it would seem it is not normally permitted to bring in those of other worlds.
But we're all in quite the unprecedented predicament, so let's all just turn a blind eye and forget about it. It's fine. I mean, I'm from another world after all.
I take it you have dealt with your business as well? The monsters that appeared within the Reliquaries.
We did. But what do you mean by as well? Did something else arise for you all?
Nothing important. Only a bit of sword training with Lucio.
Training? What are you thinking, Lord Lucio? You can't do that! You almost didn't make it! You do understand that, don't you?
Sorry about that. And you were the one who saved me, yes? Thank you, Eureka. And sorry to leave it this long, but it's good to see you again. Have you been faring well?
Of course I have! Which is precisely why you should worry less about me and more about yourself! I thought you might not recover, and then I was really scared, you know? Really scared! So to hear that you've been practicing your swordmanship right after regaining consciousness! You dummy! Lord Lucio, the lackwit! You and Jeume making me cry!
Not in the slightest! Please forgive me, Eureka! That was wrong of me. I'm truly sorry.
Who did this? What miscreant made my precious Eureka cry? Lucio!
Forgive me! Forgive me!
Should have left you for dead! But then you would have had no idea how good it is to see you awake. You really put up a fight. Good work.
Morning, everyone. It would seem we have recuperated enough to move about properly.
I slept like a log. So hungry.
Hey, at least wipe away the drool, you slob. But now that you mention it, I suppose I might be a bit peckish too.
Then shall I make us something? There must be a kitchen here, yes?
I would love that. But seriously, Perrene, I mean this with all the sincerity in the world. Do not make mine spicy this time, okay?
The same for me, please. I would appreciate something easy on the stomach so soon after waking.
For everyone to have already recovered after such exhaustion.
I suppose that is a testimony to just how abundant the magic stored within the castle is.
But there can't be a next time, Kupo. If any more of the castle's magic gets used, the whole thing could be in danger of disappearing on us, Kupo. We won't be able to go book hunting in other worlds for a time either, Kupo. Eureka, you'll just have to be patient, Kupo. I know. I love my books, but not that much.
You really came through for us, Eureka. I'll be sure to make it up to you someday. I promise.
When times are tough, we're there for each other. But if you really wanna thank me...
Whoa, that was a close one. To attack someone just as they've woken up shows some real grit. But alas, not this time.
I still couldn't get it. And here I thought today would be the day I'd get to see what's in that book.
What was that all about?
Please pay them no mind, Kupo. It's kind of like a ritual at this point, Kupo.
Now that we are replenished to a basic level of functionality, I would like to discuss what comes hereafter.
Before that, might we be able to confirm what exactly has become of Ardra?
Are you sure you want to? It's only going to be a harsh reminder of a reality we can do nothing about.
Even so, if I don't start by accepting it, I don't see any way I can move forward. I know it might sound like I am making assumptions, but something tells me this is true for everyone. And not just me.
I, for one, am in agreement with Lord Lucio. Might we return to Ardra just once more?
That would be far too dangerous, I'm afraid.
Would it be enough to just check on that world from here? If so, you only need to give me a moment. It's so heavy, Kupo! Hurry up and place it, Kupo!
What is that thing?
A large ball with a lot of cylinders. What could this be? Oh, a telescope, perhaps? This is the interdimensional instrument of observation, Eyes on You. Or the prototype for it, anyway.
Eyes on you?
A device that allows one to monitor another world from one's current location? How very interesting.
For someone with such an innocent face, you sure do make some wild stuff. With equally wild names.
I'll get it up and running in a jiffy. I just need to set the target to the Ardra you all were in, and... It'll take more of the castle's magic to operate, Kupo. Be sure not to run it too long, Kupo. I know that, so shush. It's a prototype. I have to be extra careful to get the adjustments just right.
Is this contraption safe? We needn't anticipate any sudden explosions, should we?
Funny you mention that.
Master Lucio?
I'm sure it'll be fine. Eureka's knowledge and ingenuity are amazing. I know that for a fact as I've experienced it firsthand.
It's just as you saw. The continent of Ardra is... Oh... It's horrid. It's just not right. How? How could someone do something so awful?
Eureka.
Now he's done it. Making Eureka cry is yet another reason we can't let that Ashen King get away with this.
From the looks of it, we should assume that at least half of Ardra is already submerged in the sea. I doubt what remains will survive the coming months.
Could anyone survive such disaster?
There were still many signs of life around what used to be the kingdom of Wazette. I think they were all survivors.
Okay, question. Is that device capable of sensing life forms?
Yes, that's right. I made it hoping that we could detect other worlds with advanced civilizations and maybe borrow some of their books.
I wouldn't understand how that thing works even if you told me, but could we use it to find where the Ashen King is?
A fair idea. What do you think, Eureka? Is it possible?
Perhaps it could track the immense magical energy emitted by the Ashen King and his underlings.
If I find him, will you make sure he gets what he deserves? For what he's done?
Leave it to us. We'll show him that we don't deal in unfinished business.
Okay then, I'll try it. Will that be alright with the Muggles? The castle will go dark for a spell from tomorrow, Kupo. I'll make sure we have candles, Kupo. And as far as food goes, you'll have to do with bread and preserves, Kupo. Will you manage, Kupo? Sure. Thank you.
So this is the world where we can find the Ashen King and his followers.
Assuming Eureka's calculations are correct, yeah. Sure is rather barren, though.
That would be because there are no humans living here. No matter where we go, the same sight surely awaits us.
Which is exactly why it's very likely he is here. There must be a reason he has intentionally come to a world where there are no humans to bring to ruin.
For the crystal, I would wager.
I found it! I've picked up on some incredible magical energy. He has to be here. But it's odd. There are no signs of anything resembling human life on this world.
Meaning the world is uninhabited?
That seems to be the case. Such worlds aren't rare by any means, but why would he choose to go to such a place?
This doesn't sit right with me at all. Search this world a bit further and see what else might be there.
Don't forget, you're on a strict time limit, Kupo! I know. I'll be as quick as possible. What could this reaction be? Have you found something? It's a crystal! It looks like this world has a crystal of incredible power. It really is something. It might even have an amount of power that rivals a core crystal.
You and your device sense that it rivals a core crystal? That it may be in our best interests to head there at once.
I can sense the crystal. It's this way.
The fact that we can sense it in our current state must mean that it's packing some serious magic.
There's no way that the Ashen King isn't going after it then.
It would appear that procuring the power of the core crystals was not enough for him.
Another possibility is that he needs that crystal in order to make the power of the core crystals completely his own.
No matter what he plans to use it for, we must keep it out of his clutches.
We could take it for ourselves instead. Turn things considerably in our favor. We could even entrust it to Eureka and the Moogles to use for our magic replenishment.
About that, might I make a suggestion?
Huh? You thought of an even better way we could use it? But honestly, it doesn't matter what we do with it, as long as it doesn't end up in the Ashen King's cringy hands.
If we happen to reach the crystal before the Ashen King does, might I house it within my body?
Lord Dario, do not tell me that you took Eureka's words as truth.
Lord Dario, what exactly did Eureka tell you?
That housing a crystal within one's body is a potential means to prolong life. I was unable to save the people of Horn, or the lands of Ardra. In the very least, I need to live long enough to see the Ashen King put to the sword.
Understandable reasoning, but I highly doubt that is all someone as insightful as Eureka would tell you of the matter.
Well...
For example, that she mentioned that while the power of the crystal could prolong life, it would prove to be only temporary. Anything like that, perhaps? Or that the moment that you accept the crystal, you will cease to be human.
For now, I am merely asking if it is possible or not. May I have an answer?
If you house a crystal within your body, you might become something much like us. But I really do hope you'll reconsider. The only thing that would await you is a complete fade from existence.
She speaks true. The crystal's power would eventually consume you, leaving nothing behind of what you once were.
That does nothing to deter me. I ask knowing full well what will become of me. My life will end soon enough. That fate is inescapable. But if I sit idly by as my life comes to an end, I will never be able to make amends with all those who have lost their lives before me.
Is this the whole duty as a royal thing? I'm not convinced that's the right reason to do something like this.
I suppose it is about my duty, yes. I certainly still feel bound to it. But more so than that, I want my life to have had some purpose. I want to leave a mark that shows that I lived in this world, that I accomplished something before my death. This comes not from a place of duty, but hope.
Hope?
Yes. Though if you wanted to put it another way, I suppose we could say it is my selfish wish.
Your resolution is plain to see, Dario, and I think it deserves respect. No matter what form it may take, hope is still hope.
Hey now, Astrius. What are you saying?
But now is not the time to discuss whether or not that hope can be realized. Because, and correct me if I'm wrong, to take possession of the crystal, we must find it first.
True. It is just as you say, Lord Astrius. I should not get ahead of myself.
Our priority is preventing the Ashen King from getting his hands on the crystal. What comes after that? Well, we can think about that if and when the time comes. Does this work for you, Lord Dario?
It does, yes. Let us focus on finding the crystal.
I am back, Lord Dario.
Thank you for your efforts, Lynx. Have you found anything?
Nothing resembling the crystal, though I did see some vision soldiers patrolling up ahead.
Then we were right. The Ashen King is in this world.
Battle will be unavoidable should we proceed this way. Shall we find a detour?
Let's just keep going. I'm not really sure we have the time for taking the scenic route.
Perrene, you're right. They've got the core crystals anyway. Which means they knew we were here ages ago. No need to sneak around at this point.
Then we hit them head on! Nice and simple! Come on, everyone!
Impressive.
This is nothing. If anything, it was just right as a nice warm-up.
A warm-up, you say?
What is it, Lynx?
Nothing, Your Highness. Let us make haste.
Hold still!
Thank you. I am in your debt.
Be on your guard. There are still enemies about. Who's there? Show yourself!
I suppose a little trick like that isn't enough to catch you unawares. But I should have known that.
It's...
Volke!
So we meet again, Lucio. And Astrius.
So, you were one of the Ashen King's underlings all along.
Wait, do you know this guy? What is going on here?
Lord Volke, how could you? After everything you did to help us before! Were you lying the whole time?
I suppose this means I was. It wasn't my intention, but I'm not here to make excuses. This is my first time meeting the whole gang, so perhaps a formal introduction is in order. My name is Volke. I serve as the Ashen King Mont's loyal retainer, the Ashen's Shimmer Lance.
You conduct yourself as a dignified warrior, I shall give you that. Though you may be our enemy, you would have my respect. But hearing that you've deceived Lucio and Astrius, that respect is quickly dissipating. If you have an explanation, I should like to hear it.
There is nothing more to say. I appreciate your appraisal, but I'm afraid you think too highly of me.
But why? You slayed those monsters and saved so many refugees, did you not? You offered a helping hand to those weary souls. When you said that you don't wish for any more meaningless deaths, was that all a lie too?
Who can say? Believe what you want to believe, but I'm still your enemy. That's the only truth you need.
Volke!
Lucio, you know what you need to do, right?
I do. I won't make the same mistake. Not again!
I take it you are tasked with telling the Ashen King of our movements last we met.
You wouldn't believe me either way, would you? That's what will let you fight me without any lingering doubts, after all.
That's not true.
What?
There may be much I do not know, but I do know this. There's no way the kindness you showed these battered people was a lie. You value life, I'm sure of it. How could you stoop to serving under the likes of the Ashen King? The preciousness of life means nothing to him. How could you possibly serve someone like that?
The likes of the Ashen King. The preciousness of life means nothing to him. You watch your tongue! You lot want to protect people, to save their lives. I understand the feeling well. Hell, I think it's worthy of praise. But your way of seeing it done isn't the only one, nor is it necessarily the right one. His worship Mont treads his own path, resigned to carry the burden alone. For my sister, and for me, his worship embodies hope.
Hope? The Ashen King, Mont?
Do not speak his worship's name with such familiarity. Only those of us in his family may utter something so precious. I will say it once more. I am the Ashen Shimmerlance, the loyal spear of his worship, the Ashen King Mont. If you yet intend to stand in his worship's way, then I must do everything within my power to end you all!
They're quite evenly matched.
Something seems off though, doesn't it? Based on Lucio's previous battles, I expected him to be running out of steam by now.
There is no decline in Lucio's vigor. If anything, he's becoming more fierce as the battle continues.
I see now. It is the crystal. This world is an environment just like that of the stronghold we were in. This whole world is wrapped in the magic emitted by the crystal, and unbeknownst to Lucio, he absorbs its power as he fights.
The crystal is just a condensation of pure magic. It's not meant to have a will of its own. Yet, it's almost as though the crystal is lending its power to you as a means to protect itself. And what would that make us? Loathsome plunderers? That does not sit right with me. None of this does. Then you leave me no choice but to subdue the crystal by force. I will bring it to our side and present it to his worship.
Wait! Volke. Yes, that was your name. Do you remember me? You were just a boy back then. Your sister, Lilith, wasn't it? She was a strong, brave soldier. Or at least, that was what you told me. Overcome with grief for the loss of your sister, you cried yourself to sleep on my lap. Even now, I can still recall it all clearly.
That was... you?
If you really are that same boy from back then please, allow me to meet with Prince Mont. I need to speak with him.
So it was. I can still recall that gentle touch. A warmth that was there for the child that I was.
If you truly mean that, then...
Those days have long since passed. We have cast off our abhorrent pasts alongside his worship. Everything we do is in the name of seizing a future for ourselves.
Whoa! He's trying to drop the entire cliff!
And he is succeeding. Fall back, everyone. Do not get swept away.
Is everyone all right?
I think so.
Alas, it would seem that Volke has managed to escape.
It does, yes.
You okay, Perrene?
Yes.
I don't know how else to ask this, so please don't take it the wrong way, but...
Hold up, Setia. I should be the one to ask.
Raph, are you sure?
Honestly, this is a huge pain in the butt. A monumental one, actually. And I absolutely wish I didn't have to do it. So let's get everything out and over with. What do you say, Perrene? It's been so difficult to talk with you lately. Because there's someone else involved in all this besides the Ashen King and Volke. Am I right? And I'm betting it's the warrior of the Dark Crystal who came before me.
Raffi, so you were able to tell as much.
Yep, turns out I can be pretty sharp, you know? Probably has something to do with the fact I had a good master. That's why you should have more faith, Perrene, in the warrior of the Dark Crystal that you trained. Did you think I'm the type to pull away in shock and sulk when the conversation gets a little tough?
No, I've never thought that. You're a tough one, Raffi. As for being a sulk, I think it's me who's been doing that.
Yeah, so let me put it this way. If you need to sulk, then at least do it around me. I mean, you don't always have to be the perfect master who's always in control, kind, smart, and awesome, whether you're cooking things or punching someone. Not around me. I don't care about that stuff. I mean, come on. We're friends. No, more than that. We're family.
Oh, Raffi. Very well, then. I'll tell you everything. Just be sure to listen until the end, okay? This all happened a long, long time ago. Out of everyone here, the only other warrior of the crystals to have awakened was Velis. That's how long ago we're talking about.
I was tasked with visiting somewhere with Kalidra, the warrior of the Dark Crystal who came before Raffi. That place was the very same continent of Ardra that the Ashen King has cast into the sea.
And this was a long time ago? Apologies, I do not wish to interrupt, but that cannot be. It was only a few years ago that Prince Mont was driven from his home as a traitor and thrust onto the path that would make him the Ashen King.
It may be difficult for humans such as yourselves to comprehend, but to put it simply, that is how time works for us.
We jump across time, space, and worlds themselves to do our duty. It's just what we do. What happened just yesterday for us may have happened hundreds of years ago in another world. I suppose it simply comes with the territory, as they say.
Meaning, the opposite could surely be plausible as well. You all experience time in a way that does not fit within our perceived framework. It certainly exceeds the realm of imagination, but I will try to understand as much as I am able. Please, continue as you are.
Our mission was to investigate a mysterious phenomenon occurring in that Ardra. Though I doubt its residents, such as Dari, were aware of such.
Ah, I remember now. The timeline of the world diverged in an unnatural manner in Ardra more times than we could count.
The timeline of the world diverged?
That's right. While we were trying to find the cause, we met Prince Mont, before he had taken to calling himself the Ashen King.
May I have a moment of his worship's time? Not now. He is at rest. We should not disturb him. I see. It is only natural that his worship would be exhausted after exerting so much of his power. He will surely require rest for some time. Very well. I shall wait until he wakes. Good. I must say, I cannot recall the last time I have seen him sleep before our very eyes like this.
Sorry, but I'm not sure we have time to be chatting. I heard report of Wizette's forces heading for this church. We should hurry and move on while we still can.
I cannot run away and leave the villagers here to fend for themselves.
I found them! The fugitive prince and Sottoli! Lady Glacella's orders state to bring Sottoli in alive, but she said nothing of Mont. Cut him down!
We tarried too long. Lilith, guard Lord Sottoli! I sincerely doubt that was the last of them.
We should probably assume reinforcements will keep on coming as well.
Then let us flee this village at once. Please do not stray from our side, Lord Sottoli.
Understood.
Haven't learned your lesson yet, huh? Very well then. Those who wish to die, step right up!
Now is our chance! Quickly!
It appears I misjudged you, Mont. I did not care that you hated battle, but to abandon your homeland and run away to join the church. So you are not even going to attempt to justify your actions.
Hand over Sottily or else!
Lord Mont! I shall not back down, Lilith. Not ever.
I shall hold you to those words, brother.
Stern.
Stern. I can handle this in your stead.
You needn't worry for me, Glaciella. My brother and I have known this day would come. Isn't that right, Mont?
It's how it has to be.
Lord Mont, you are brothers. This isn't right.
Step aside, Lilith.
As you command. I guess this means we really are no longer citizens of Leonis.
Forgive me, Lilith, for getting you involved in this.
Oh, come on. I have done only as I've wished. If you're going to face him, then give it nothing but your all. I won't allow any of the fodder to interfere. Stern.
There is naught to worry about. I know my brother's skills with the sword better than anyone. I assure you, there is no conceit in my words. In truth, I all but tremble at the prospect of finally fighting my brother for real. Let us do this!
How was this woman able to hold off so many of us?
Stern.
Lord Mont!
Impossible! How could you yet stand with such grievous injuries?
Oh, shut it! This cannot be. Lord Mont, no.
The blaze of the battlefield. Pride of Leonis. You are something indeed to have made it this far. But you will go no further.
Lord Mont.
Now to settle things. Once and for all!
I shall not be beaten!
Stern. Well fought, brother. If only we could have fought side by side against the great houses instead.
Lilith! Lilith! It's no use. I can't move. Come on. Get up. Get up!
Subtly! That leaves just you.
It would seem this is as far as it goes.
This is as far as it goes? No! Not here. Not now! Someone, give me strength to see my ideals realized! Was that?
So the wire puller finally shows himself.
I am sorry, but we do not have time for this.
What's happening?
Lord Mont! Lord Mont! Please, open your eyes! Lord Mont.
Ketone? What are you doing here?
Lord Mont! What a relief it is to see you conscious!
Lilith. Where is Lilith?
I'm sorry. She...
Lily! Lily!
I am so sorry, Lilith. I take it, Lord Sottily did not make it either.
I would not know. By the time Volke and I arrived, you were the only one here.
I see.
At any rate, we should leave this place. Please, trust in me. I will see you to safety, Lord Mont.
No need. There's no saving me now. Stern does not do things by halves.
Please, do not say such things. I will not hear it. I will not give up on you.
Forget about me. Just take Volke and flee, before you too are labeled a traitor.
I care not. So long as I can be by your side,
What was that flash of light just now? What just happened here?
Someone is coming.
Whatever could this be? Oh, who are you?
Reinforcements from Wizette. Stay away from Lord Mont.
Oh my. Those wounds don't look good at all. Kalidra! Kalidra, over here! Quickly! You mustn't move, no matter what. I'll see to your care at once.
You are not the enemy?
Who are you? Who are you?
Are you awake, Your Worship?
Was I asleep?
For only a short while, yes. Perhaps you should rest longer?
No, I am fine. More importantly, have you found the crystal of this world?
I've come to report on that very matter. It would seem Lord Shimmerlands has found something.
I see. Did I happen to say anything whilst asleep?
Not that I noticed, no. Your Worship was resting peacefully. I assume you had some sort of dream?
A dream? I feel that I did, but I can no longer recall. But enough. Come with me.
Prince Mont's wounds were deep. Too deep to treat in any way that could have possibly saved him. He was on the brink of death, and Kalidra made a decision to take Prince Mont to the far plane and heal him there.
Kalidra, the warrior of the Dark Crystal before me.
That's right. He couldn't just stand by and watch as someone's life faded before his eyes. And so he violated the rules we follow as warriors of the crystals, and without the slightest hesitation, brought Prince Mont back with us to the far plane. Much like how you, Raffi, were determined to save Dario and Shadowlynx. Your wounds are completely healed! How wonderful! All that's left is to recover your strength.
Thank you. Truly.
Oh, no need for thanks. Besides, it was Kalidra who saved you, not me.
Even so.
What were you thinking? Harboring a human in the far plane. Have you forgotten the rules? I understand your views on this, Kalidra. And it's true, your logic has a soundness to it, but it sets a bad example for others. Damn it! Why is it you and Velis never think about anyone else before you act? And have some consideration for those who have to clean up after you. Okay, I get it. Enough. Just let me handle what comes next. I will be the one to speak to the Will of Light.
Did saving me create some trouble for you and Lord Kalidra?
Oh, that? Oh, no need to worry, I promise. They weren't truly fighting or anything. Those two are always like that, you see? Maybe that's just how boys are with each other. What about you, Mont? Do you have a friend that you bump heads with all the time?
I'm not sure friend is the right term, but I had someone in whom I had complete confidence. But alas, she...
That was an insensitive question. Her name was Lilith, wasn't it? I'm sorry for your loss, truly. Even with the resources we have, we cannot bring back the lives of those who've already passed on.
You needn't explain yourself to me. The blame for her death is mine to bear.
Mont, you really shouldn't be so hard on yourself.
I know. Or at least, I understand as much. I still have Ketone and young Volke. My duty is to protect the future of those still here, rather than mourn those who have fallen.
Exactly. And to do that, you'll need to be fully recovered. Okay, I think that's enough chatting for one day, young man. You need to rest. I'll bring you something to eat once you wake up, okay?
Thank you. Do not go easy on me. Give this everything you have, Ketone.
Very well. Then ready yourself, Lord Mont.
All right, that's enough. The victory goes to Mont.
I have been bested. You have more than just recovered. Your swordsmanship is now keener than ever. It felt as if you were more driven than before.
You as well, Ketone. Every move packed a considerable punch. What have you been up to?
Well, while you were recuperating, Lady Perrene was kind enough to train me.
She did. So that explains it. Lady Perrene, if it would not impose on you, might I ask that you give me some instruction as well?
I don't think there's anything I could teach you. You're already so strong. The same goes for Ketone. She was already training on her own. I only gave a little advice.
I beg you, I would do anything to become stronger. Stronger than I am now. Much stronger.
But what will you do when you become stronger?
The same as always. Protect those I hold dear. Thinking of all of the people who have laid down their lives for my sake. I want Lilith to be the last. I was supposed to die that day by Stearns. By my brother's hand. Yet here I stand. There has to be a reason for it. I am sure that it is to protect Ketone and Volke. The only family I have left.
Family? You think that of me?
If it is that important to you, then I accept.
Please, train me alongside Lord Mont as well.
Very well. All right then. I'll be giving it everything I've got, just so you know.
She's so strong. So this is the power of a warrior of the crystals. The blessing bestowed upon you by the crystals. That is the source of such power, is it not? If I had that same power as my own,
The crystals? What about them? Sometimes it's just the luck of the moment that decides whether you win or lose. Like I said before, your swordsmanship wants for nothing, Mont. I have no pointers for your technique, truly, and I don't say that just to flatter you.
Then it is my heart that is yet to fully mature. I was already aware, but it seems I must suffer painful reminders. To steal my heart, please, let us go another bout.
Oh my! You're certainly feeling better, aren't you? But I think we should call it for today. I need to prepare your meals, after all. You must be hungry after so much training.
Famished, actually. My apologies. That slipped out.
It's fine, really. It's lovely to have you three here to give me an excuse to cook.
There really are no words to express how grateful I am for everything you've done for us. Including Volke. Come to think of it, where is he?
He's off playing with Kalidra. I believe they're out catching bugs.
Catching bugs? Are they doing so in some other world?
I suppose they would have to be. The bugs we have here aren't the type youngsters would enjoy finding. Well, time for me to get to work. I'll be sure to call for you once the food is ready. For now, just take it easy. There's truly no ill intention behind Mott's blade. It's as if he really lives only for the sake of others. Then why? Why did I get such a strange feeling within during our bout? I believe we can trust who he is. But did Kalidra make the right choice telling him about the crystals? Perhaps we've let this go too far.
Regardless of it being from a time before the rest of us had awakened, I would never have imagined such events led to our current predicament.
Vardia and Kalidra never uttered a word about any of that. Damn. Feels like I never really knew them at all.
In any case, there's no mistaking it. The moment we arrived in that Ardra, I knew that we were in the world that came about after we saved Prince Mont and the others.
So it's pretty much undebatable that the Ashen King is the same Prince Mont that Kalidra and Perrene took in, right?
Even if that is the case, that doesn't implicitly link saving Mont with Kalidra fading from existence, and Raph subsequently awakening.
When Kalidra was in his final moments, the only explanation I got was because the time has come. Can you offer any insight, Astrius? You have some of Vardia's memories in there, don't you?
Sorry, but I don't think I can. My memories of the former Astrius are quite clear. But those of Vardia amount to not more than a general awareness of what he was like.
Meaning, no one knows the specifics regarding Master Kalidra's final moments. But Mistress Perrene, You believe that the Ashen King had some manner of involvement in them, yes?
Not just Mont, but likely Ketone as well. She had sworn fealty to Mont. No, it was more than that. She was completely devoted.
And that is why Lady Perrene wishes to hear the truth directly from Ashen King Mont. Is that not so?
That's right. After training with Prince Mont in Ketone, I went straight to Vardia with my concerns. I told him that we probably shouldn't involve ourselves with them any further, and that we should return them back to their own world. But it took us some time to discuss what was going on, and while we were preoccupied, something happened. While we were sheltering Mont and his friends on another world, Kalidra continued his investigation of Ardra, but then his magic abruptly vanished.
Did Mont do something to Kalidra? But that doesn't make sense.
I don't know. But as I held him in my arms, his last words were, "My time has simply come. My successor will appear to you before long."
His time. Meaning that he completed his duty as a warrior of the crystals and became part of his core crystal.
The fate my former self wanted to change, even if it meant rending worlds asunder.
Kalidra had begun his duty long before Vardia, Perrene, or me. That's a fact we can't deny, but...
That's true. And as such, I had no choice to believe his words for what they were. He also said that Mont and the others are no longer here. They have departed for a distant place. And so I chose to believe that Kalidra had used the last of his strength to send them back to their world. I wanted to believe so, at least. But I rushed to him, but he was already on the brink of fading from existence. I wasn't able to learn the truth. And in that moment, the whereabouts of Prince Mont and the others became completely lost to us. Since then, there's always been a part of me that has been lingering on those events. I'm so sorry. I should have opened up about this sooner, but I just didn't have it in me.
Raph?
So that's what happened. I'm sorry to make you talk about something so painful. You've had to bear this all alone all this time, haven't you? You're so strong. A real rock.
Even though you lost Kalidra like that, you still doted on me like crazy. And when I acted up, you never stopped being so kind to me. Thank you, Master.
My. Oh, goodness me. Raffi, your nose is a mess. Come on, give your nose a good blow. We don't want that adorable face spoiled now, do we? Good. Now dry those tears. The usual cool Raffi is the best Raffi after all. Thank you, though. I'm really, really happy. You called me family. I won't ever forget that. Not ever.
No, oh please, Jill. I hate turning red.
Oh, no way. Never, ever, ever.
A master and student. And more so than that, family. What a wonderful connection you two share. Don't you think so, Lady Jeume?
Why are you asking me?
What? Really?
Well, folks, that was a side of me I never wanted you to see, and I would appreciate it if you forgot this ever happened. Thank you.
What the... And why are you suddenly in good form after all that?
Anyway, I know what I have to do now. And that's get my hands on the Ashen King and whip the entire truth out of him no matter what it takes!
Then we will need to find the crystal of this world to achieve that as well. Because that's where Mont is going to be.
You are exactly right. And as such, might I suggest we get moving?
It must be... that way. I can feel it more strongly than before. Come on!
And look what we have here. The Ashen King's army.
Their ranks are deployed with the full intent of intercepting us. Volke's commands, I assume.
If so, then we needn't waste any more time. I propose we wage an all-out assault.
Bring it the heck on! You good to go, Perrene?
No need to worry about me. Right now, I feel like I can hit harder than ever before.
I can sense it even more acutely now, almost as if it's calling out to us. This way, everyone!
We're getting pretty close, huh? I can feel the buzzing.
It must be quite the powerful crystal. Even across the multitude of worlds out there, it is far from a common occurrence to find one of this magnitude.
All the more reason to ensure it does not fall into the Ashen King's hands. We need to hurry!
The power of a crystal within one's body.
Lord Dario, I feel it is my duty to say this. I beg you, abandon such an absurd notion. That girl Eureka merely stated that she had learned of such in a book. Just because it is in a book does not make it true.
Yet in my current state, there's little I can do to make a difference, even if death does not claim me immediately. I think I should speak with everyone again.
You want to go through with that crystal transplant thingy? Haven't we already explained why you shouldn't?
Then do you intend to do battle with the Ashen King head-on with only the resources we have at hand?
It's not like we have any other options. We've made our fair share of bad situations work, after all.
If so, then we must be prepared for irreparable losses on our side as well.
Irreparable losses? You are not mincing words.
No one would expect me to take the power of the crystal as my own. Not even the Ashen King. Do you not think we can wield this fact to our advantage?
I can't help but feel that you're talking us into a corner here, but are you really sure this is what you want?
My final hour is approaching. I know that at the very least. Even Lord Velis clearly stated as much. If I am to die, then I want my death to have purpose. On this I shall not waver. If I can play a part in felling Ashen King Mont and saving worlds from the terrifying destruction that he wishes to sow, then I will be at peace.
Very well.
Velis!
But only as an absolute last resort. I'm standing firm on that. I need you to promise me that you won't do anything hasty, Lord Dario.
I promise, But if I deem the opportunity to be favorable, I will not hesitate. I pray that you can find a way to understand. Shadowlings?
Yes, Your Highness.
I'm sorry, but I need you to acknowledge my decision here and now. That is an order.
As you command.
Lucio, I didn't expect you to catch up so quickly.
Lord Volke. No, Ashen Shimmerlance! I will not let you lay a finger on the crystal!
Funny. I was going to say the same thing to you. I guess there's only one thing that comes next. I must say, I'm impressed. But I think it's about time I finish this.
That's my line!
What are you playing at, Shimmerlance? I hope you do not feel any foolish obligation to settle this fairly with a duel or some such.
Luna Cestus. If you're here, then that means...
Ah, you found the crystal. Well accomplished. I beg your pardon for putting a damper on your battle, but I shall handle the rest.
Ashen King! Mont!
You. What good fortune. I would hear the name of he who landed a single blow upon me.
Lucio. And it's the name of the one who will defeat you!
Wait, Lucio! It's been a long time, Mont. I think that's probably what I should call you. Would it be silly of me to ask how many years it's been since we last spoke like this? I wonder.
All of you, and now all of us, are beings that can defy the laws of time and the borders between worlds. Yet even so, I do not deny there is a pleasantness in this. So many years have passed since that day. Indeed, the journey was a long one. The young Volke you knew has grown tall and strong as my right hand. But what do these years matter now? There will be no rekindling our friendship of old.
That's true. It's hardly possible now. I know that. But there's something I need to ask you. Before we defeat you, that is.
About Kalidra. He spoke of you often.
You and your friends traversed from world to world and made contact with the core crystals. Are you able to do this because you took Kalidra's power from him?
My, what an unsavory way to frame things.
Yes, I took his power in the same moment that I took his life. Behold, you should not have any doubts as to what this is.
That feels exactly the same. The same as the one within me.
That's Kalidra, isn't it?
Indeed, it is. This crystal of pure and powerful magic once took the form of the warrior you refer to as Kalidra. This is the fate that awaits all warriors of the crystals. Each of you will become one with your core crystal. Just like this.
That's not important right now. The power of that crystal was how you managed to cross into other worlds. You said the journey was a long one, What exactly did you see on your way?
Your worship. Your words are wasted on the likes of them. No matter what you may tell them, they will never be able to understand your worship's heart.
She's right, your worship. They're nothing more than our enemies, mere obstacles in your way. Once the crystal is in your worship's hands, the way to that which is close to us will finally...
Enough, Shimmerlance. You as well, Lunacestus. If they wish to know, then I shall tell them. Especially you, Perrene. You have the right to know.
Lord Mont! What happened? What has befallen Lord Kalidra? And what is that in your hand?
Listen to me, Ketone. With this crystal, we can begin our journey.
Our journey? But to where? There's nowhere for us to go.
To another world, Ketone. One totally unlike the lands of Ardra, or any other place we know. Once we do, we shall surely find a harmonious world where no one need fight. A land of peace.
A harmonious world? What exactly do you mean, Lord Mont?
There is no time to tell you everything. Where is Volke?
He was just play fighting with Lady Perrene. I imagine he's enjoying a nap after all that action.
Go get him. But whatever you do, do not rouse Lady Perrene's suspicions. You are a shinobi. If anyone can do it, it's you.
Is that an order?
Take it as one if you must. Now hurry.
As you command.
And so my journey began. But no matter how many worlds into which we crossed, I could not find the land of peace I sought. We found other incarnations of Ardra, different to the vile one we knew, and others that were all too similar. No matter the time or place, humans continued their foolish disputes that serve only to satisfy their shameful, insatiable desires. In one of these worlds, I happened upon a summoner who commanded the power of many great espers. Such wondrous power felt like a ray of hope. He and I vowed to bring about peace together. But after setting out to do so, it proved futile. The people of that world eventually branded the summoner as the Dark Lord, and united under their hatred. Rage consumed his devoted espers, and soon a madness claimed their very beings. What they unleashed could only be described as a hellscape. The bloodthirsty ravagers that were once his espers massacred every living thing in their path. Unable to protect the summoner, I despaired in my own powerlessness and left that world to its fate. Eventually, We traveled to a number of other worlds. In the end, we found a world in which we were finally able to live a humble, peaceful life. Or at least, we should have been able to.
It was you, wasn't it? You're the ones who helped that rebel get away. Apparently they were seeking some so-called ultimate form of magic. Now spill your guts and tell me where to find him.
Rebel army? Ultimate magic? What are you talking about? We know nothing of this, I swear.
Fine, have it your way. Play as dumb as you like. It makes no difference to us. We'll just hand in your heads and say you're with the rebel army. No one will be any wiser as to whose neck it came from. As long as we get paid, anyone will do.
Monsters! Lord Mont, they have set monsters upon us!
To think that I believed we had finally found our life of peace. Conflict is alive and well here, too. Why? Why is it that all you people think about is killing and pillaging?
Thinking of putting up a fight, are you? Guess I'll have to make a point of beating that pretty face of yours into a pulp, then. And while we're at it, we might as well slaughter this whole village and take whatever valuables we can find.
I will not let that happen! There is no place for us in this world anymore. That rebel army they spoke of, I'm certain they're just the same, only thinking of themselves.
Lord Mont, you are right. I will go get Volke.
Why? Why does it always turn to this? Why are people incapable of ceasing their shameful disputes? To have traveled this far and not find a single, not one single world without war. It is useless. None will change if we continue on like this. I will achieve little as long as I remain powerless. I am sick of this futility.
Lord Mont?
Yet now, I feel I have finally come to a realization. They're all the same. The people of influence who sent those mercenaries after us. The kings of great powers such as Kuri. Everyone is the same. And I know why. They all undoubtedly took a stand for the pursuit of peace in the beginning. But without true power, they were consumed by their own selfish desires and strayed from the path.
You are right. We have seen such people in every world we've been to. And each time we encounter them, you are overwhelmed with anguish, wounding you anew.
No, in truth, I knew all along. I just pretended that I could not see it. I have something that no other humans of any of the worlds we have seen possess. A key to unlocking absolute power. What must I do to truly reform these worlds? Nay, all worlds, and their ceaseless fighting? This crystal was bestowed upon me to carry out this task. Of that I am certain. There is something I must ask of you, Ketone.
Yes.
I want to create a kingdom. One in which everyone can spend their days in true peace, with a gentle smile on their face. But that is impossible as things stand. People are too incapable of learning. Only by breaking everything can anything change. Help me do it, Ketone. You and Volke are all I have now. Our journey has shown me, in its own unclear way, what I must do. There is something more to this crystal than merely allowing us to travel between worlds. It is connected to a much greater source of power, one which would allow me to remold the world as I will it. I shall find a way to this source. I swear it. And I need you in order to do so, Ketone.
If you are to create a kingdom, I suppose I can no longer simply refer to you as Lord Mott. From now on, I must address you as Your Majesty. Or something greater.
You would do that for me? The Mott you knew before was nothing but a spineless fool!
It would not be right otherwise. Your worship.
Thank you. Then today marks the founding of my kingdom. And from here, I too am born anew.
Born anew?
Am I starting with too lofty an ideal?
Not at all. I believe it is fitting. I shall never leave your side. I swear to you my utmost fealty. No matter when. No matter what may come. My loyalty is yours for all time. Your worship.
But that was only the beginning of the true hardship we were to endure. In our search for a connection to the core crystals, we wandered to and from a countless number of Ardras, and every corner of any world where Ardra exists. But it was not all bad. I gained a new subject. One who identified with my ambitions and swore allegiance.
And that was quite gracious of your worship.
And at the end of our long time adrift, I finally seized an opportunity to take the power of the core crystals for my own. Indeed, it was that day that for some unusual reason, the core crystals fell from their rightful place.
What did you just... It couldn't be!
I suppose I should thank you, Astrius. If the old you had not contaminated the core crystals with that unknown power, my plan to seize control over them may not have succeeded.
Does that mean you had already accessed the core crystals at that time?
That it does. Over a passage of time that would equate to an eternity for a mere human, this crystal had become an extension of me. And so, I embedded a fragment of it within one of the core crystals.
How could that be possible? We were so preoccupied in the contamination by the power of the Void that we did not realize one of the core crystals had been compromised when we returned them?
The servants of the Void, as you called them, interlopers from the end of all things, did me quite a service.
Not only did they distract you long enough for my shard within the core crystal to fully develop, they allowed me to thoroughly study what exactly the warriors of the crystals are capable of.
Oh, that's rich! You have no idea what any of us actually went through.
I sympathize far more deeply with their despair than I do your cause. I thought of offering them my aid on more than one occasion. They were a strong and sorrowful bunch. If they had desired rebirth just as I did, perhaps we could have even been compatriots. It truly is lamentable.
Rebirth? What you are doing is nothing more than a massacre! I pity you for all you have experienced, but that doesn't mean I could ever accept your methods!
We are beyond such things now. The sins I have committed will be outweighed by the happiness they shall grant. But enough of this. You all know what comes next.
We do. Thank you for speaking with me. Now I can fight you without anything holding me back.
What you did to someone so dear to Perrene, I'll never forgive you. You broke the heart of the person I hold most dear in the entire universe!
Just as I thought, Mont and his subjects' attention is on the warriors of the crystals. I suppose one such as I, who has overstayed his welcome in this life, is not worth considering. But that shall serve me well. I know I gave Lord Velis my word, but I cannot allow this chance to slip by.
Lynx! Ready.
What is this? A smokescreen?
This is Lynx's doing! Damn it!
Now, Lord Dario!
The power of the crystal shall not be theirs!
Lord Dario! Didn't we agree that was meant to be a last resort?
But it might just be our saving grace right now.
I knew this would happen, and as such, I have kept a close eye on you, Dario. I knew it would be you who attempts the unexpected.
She foresaw this?
You must keep going, Lord Dario. I will handle this.
It is futile! Do you truly think I have not considered all actions you might take? But do not despair. You shall have one another's company in the great beyond!
Forgive me, Lord Dario. I have failed you.
Dario! Shadow Lynx!
I expected no less from my strategist. Well accomplished. Get back! Dario yet lives!
This power permeating the air. You mean to unleash your magic?
There is something I have always wondered about, since coming to understand the fate that awaits this frail body. This tempest of raging magic within me. What would happen if I were to give in to it? To let it be its own master? I shall allow you to experience it firsthand, Ashen strategist!
Wait, Lord Dario! Are you trying to get yourself killed?
Stop!
You half-dead fool!
Where am I? Is this the afterlife? And you are? There is no need to continue. Even without hearing it, my mind was made up long before this moment. I suspect that I am able to hear you through the crystal of that other world. Which means I have another choice. Please, grant me the blessing of the crystal. Indeed, I do. What? Lynx!
I am sorry, Lord Dario. It would seem my life has come to an end as well. Since it has come to this, I shall serve you until the very end.
Do not be ridiculous. Voice from afar. She has nothing to do with this. This is my desire, and mine alone.
But it is not. If I, too, could be granted the crystal's power, then I wish it so. There is someone I must stop. She, Ketone, is my one and only sister. Since our days in the village of Saiga, we have shared a strained, inescapable fate.
Lynx.
Though she has now lived many more years than myself, she will always be my little sister. Which is why I must be the one to stop her, to send her to a better place. But as it stands, my efforts will be in vain.
If you truly consider yourselves sisters, then that is all the more reason to leave this to me alone. If you are able to pass on in peace at least, then I...
Forgive me, but witnessing your resolve is what gave me the heart to make this decision, Your Highness. As a shinobi, a peaceful death has never awaited me. I am resolved to bear what may come. I implore you to cease your fears.
Ma Cherie will surely scold you. Something tells me that you want to do this also to avenge her.
If you understand that much, then you must surely also understand that you cannot sway me. There are some things that we must simply accept.
Very well. I will say no more on the matter. Please, do not apologize to us, O great being that eclipses the scope of human intellect. We do this of our own volition, and that, with our determination, is our strongest weapon. One that will allow us mere mortals to stand against our unreasonable fate. Rather than an apology, we would like your blessing for that which we are about to undertake.
What was that? Cursed Dario, what have you done?
The crystal is within Dario and Shadowlynx. Of course, that vile will of light did this.
It is our turn, Lynx.
Understood, Lord Dario.
Volke!
You don't need to tell me.
There's no need to hide your face any longer. Remove that mask and show me your true face, Ketone.
Lynx!
So that is what you look like now. I wish I could compliment you in some way, but alas.
Shinobi do not speak more than necessary. Those are your words, are they not, Lynx?
My. This is rather confounding. Why did I bother making these masks if you're not going to mask your mugs with them?
You were there during the War of Lion's Valley.
Who's there?
Yikes! You gave me a start! Who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Aldoa, a general of Venice and loyal servant to his fierceness.
Now you two? Is this really a good idea, lady strategist?
Nope, I'd be mightily surprised if it was, but... oops, I beg your pardon.
Worry not. Simply focus on what you must see done and concern yourself with naught else. I must concede, Dario and Shadowlynx acquiring power in such a way is somewhat of a nuisance.
Who cares? If they have the power of the crystal inside them, then we just need to put them down and take it back for ourselves.
I do not mean to embrace conceit, but at long last, I have a body that fully enables my swordsmanship. Such liberation is dangerously enticing.
We've underestimated him. To think Dario possessed such mastery. This means trouble.
You had the upper hand on me before, but no more!
Cease your prattling. The things we have witnessed are not the same anymore. Neither is the amount of blood we have spilled. Do not think of me as the same person you once knew, Shadowlynx.
But you are. Taking your punches tells me everything I need to know. You are still you, Ketone.
Please wait, your worship. The situation has dissolved into a bit of disarray. I can appreciate your worship's displeasure, but I advise that we regroup for a time. There are other paths that shall lead us to the inner cloister and that which we desire. The crystal of this world was but one of them.
You have another plan?
But of course. Therefore, I would like to avoid exhausting ourselves unnecessarily. Please leave the rest in my hands.
Very well. Ketone, Volke, we are leaving. You have done enough.
Yes, your worship. This isn't over, Lynx. We will settle this sooner or later. I assure you.
I should hope for nothing more.
I will allow you to keep your head until next we meet. And I earnestly hope there is a next, Dario.
There will be. If not, then I have sacrificed my life for naught.
Dario, We retreat today out of respect for the resolve you and Shadowlings have shown. However, you are now an enemy of equal standing. Do not forget what that means for you.
So, you ended up going through with it. Anything feel off with your body, Lord Dario?
Nothing as of yet, fortunately. I am sorry I betrayed our agreement, Lord Velas.
I'd say we're beyond apologies now. Oh well. No point getting into it about something that is most definitely done.
I am surprised you would go through with this, Shadowlings. Do you not fear death?
I do, but I am a shinobi. And as such, it is my duty to give my death purpose. I have no regrets.
We should be rejoicing in the knowledge that the crystals stayed out of the Ashen King's clutches, but...
We have yet to put an end to anything. In my eyes, this is only the beginning. I cannot change my fate, but I will change the fate of worlds. I swear it. I suppose this is selfish of me to ask, but I would like you to lend me your strength for a while yet.
And I would ask the same, so that Kalidra's soul may be set free as well.
Like you even need to say it. That's happening no matter what. Don't forget, Perrene. You have me.
Raffi.
As for Kalidra, yeah. From this moment forth, his spirit dwells within my right eye.
What? Really?
Astrius has gotten more than one Astrius in him, so I'm sure it's totally doable. Just trust me. And you know what that means? Kalidra is always with you, too.
Oh my. A cursed arm, the beast that consumes the eternal abyss? If Kalidra had to reside with such frightening things, he would never have a chance to relax. He was surprisingly timid, you know. I wonder if he would be okay in there.
Well, let's assume you guys work that out amongst yourselves. For now, we can at least say that we've avoided the worst possible outcome, right?
Let us consider it so. Lord Dario and Lady Shadowlings have become a heartening asset to our fighting capabilities after all.
And now we know that the Ashen King doesn't control the chamber of the core crystals just yet.
Which means there's still hope, right? It's not over until it's over!
Indeed. It is not over until, dare I say, it is over. Lord Shimmerlance has shared something promising. Even if we cannot obtain the crystal itself, is it not the same if the power is bestowed unto us?
See it done, I shall! What's a life or two risked for the sake of his worship? Nothing, for the great Aldoa has many! Yes, indeed, because from that day forth, I was reborn the cleverest and hardiest of the hardy!